Okay, this is from BBC. Church of Scientology protest ban set for refusal. Dated 29 June 2025 from Karen Dunn. Kind of like Dunn. The church's UK headquarters in East Grinstead want the ban on protests outside its gates. I'm not sure what the laws are in the UK, but I imagine they have some kind of freedom of press. That's something I'll have to go look up. Calls from the Church of Scientology for an order to ban protests outside its British headquarters in West Sussex had been recommended for refusal. Do you guys wonder if some of those calls were made by children? Inquiring MF minds want to know. Mid-Sussex District Council's cabinet is due to make a decision on Monday about whether to put a Public Space Protection Order, PSPO, in place on St. Hill Road and West Hoathly Road in East Grinstead. The games we play. The church made the request for the PSPO in July 2024, saying protests, questioners, held outside its premises caused harassment. Imagine Scientology talking about harassment. Isn't that funny? Harassment, disturbance, and alarm to those attending the church. Like kids. Protests were held in 2023 and 2024. Big up to Alex Barnes. Both involved ex-Scientologists and took place before the annual International Association of Scientology event. Alexander Barnes Ross. Oh, I did remember his second name. I couldn't think of it. Alexander Barnes Ross, a former member, but now an outspoken critic. They always have to stick with the same script. You guys notice that? Aren't there other names that people could be called, like human rights advocates, child advocates? Outspoken critic of Scientology told the Local Democracy Reporting Service the 10-month process had been lengthy and arduous on both protesters and the local council. He said, "I am grateful for the careful and meticulous detail with which they have examined over 500 pages of evidence and hours of video footage of our protests." How about that, LAPD? Scientology's attempt to ban protesting through a PSPO is just another example of their steadfast commitment to stifling free speech and using legal threats to silence anybody who dares to speak out against them. Scientology became a recognized religion in the UK in 2013. The church also said the protests had a detrimental effect on the quality of life of people living nearby and posed a risk to public safety. A church spokesperson said, "What happened to press naming names? Did I miss something? We're just so scared about Scientology. You scared to name yourselves? A church spokesperson said the purpose of our application for a PSPO is to facilitate our members, like children, and guests, like children, being able to visit our place of worship. Without them or their children. Being impeded, abused. Imagine people trying to rescue children being called, being accused of this. The abusers telling advocates that they're the abusers. Victim blame much? Being impeded, abused, shouted, or otherwise religiously. I'm sorry, you guys, I just can't take it. Otherwise religiously discriminated against. Where to begin on that one, you guys? Where to begin? But I'm not going to go off on a long tirade today. The terms of the proposed PSPO allowed for the practice of the right to protest and suggested a location next to our church premises, but one that didn't block the entrance. They'd be loving those doors. We will continue to seek remedies. Ooh, remedies, you guys. Ooh, remedies. To safeguard our parishioners. Ooh, and today they're parishioners, you guys. Remember in the Australian article they were employees? Nobody can decide what the F they are. Safeguard our parishioners from hate speech. Ooh, hate speech, you guys. That's their toolbox. I'm going to create another video on Scientology toolbox. I just have to. And it's going to be kind of like sarcasm. Maybe I show my face. I don't know. I don't really want to. From hate speech and abuse. Says the same people that make 6 and 7-year-old children ask grown men or women if they have master you-know-what and how they do it. Says from them people about hate speech and abuse. The same people that want, I was listening to Jamie Mustard the other day on the Money Project with, I can't think of his name right now. I like his coverage of things. Carrie De La Care's husband, I can't think of his name right now. Anyhow, Jamie brought up how so many of these elder ex-Scientologists, let's just stress that, want corroboration regarding the abuses of the children. The whole entire world knows that it's abuse, but yet they want corroboration. Corroborate this.